Mario Kart. 2410, 1862, 5665. I wonder if that's a Mario Maker code or something. That's weird. October Railway. Oh yeah, I vaguely remember this. This was pleasant. Hey. Okay, apparently this cat's telling me I shouldn't be over here. Wait, that's a poison mushroom. Mistakes were made. Looks like of mana music. Oh, nice. Huh. I hate when they do the time up thing. It's so tedious. Alright, what we've learned here. Don't get that mushroom. Oh, that's cute. I love the little switch. I've ever seen a little switch in another hack. Ooh, timer blocks. Okay. Oh. That's... She matches the timer blocks. Oh. I need to find my center after that last level. That last level was confusing. What's annoying is that the two levels that I'm massively confused by both have very non-unique names. They're both just entry, which doesn't help, you know? So it's not easy to figure out what they were doing. Anyway, if you do feel like tasking it, let me know, because I will be massively... I'd love to see how it actually should be done. I'll shoot that timing. Because I do not understand it. It's either an emulator compatibility problem, or it's just broken. In both cases, confusing. I got lucky there. Supremely lucky. Real mushroom? Muncher. Oh good, it's a one-way. For some reason I thought it was going to be an acceleration gate. Plan on picking up all Yoshi codes and other hacks too? I mean, it seems like a nice thing to try. Oh, hello. We carting now. This is pleasant. We're going in the ghost house! It's a laugh in the dark kind of a situation now. Oh, love me some corn dilly. I like how this has now just been dubbed Corn Dilly, even though it actually has a proper name. Like, oh, I shouldn't have grabbed that. Mistakes were made. Heart man, it's true. Give a look. Have a 3-day break. Think you said your work is cut in hours. Yes, you did. So yeah, if you do it, please let me know. Definitely don't feel pressured to do it though. But I'd love to see what sense it actually makes. Because I am confused. One of those, I'm willing to come back and try it again, but I need to be less confused. Oh, interesting. That's why I don't like the card. Oh yeah, I'm still thirsty. Oh, I finished that. Okay. Put that over here. Do need to wake up a little bit early. I might help Fiskbit move an object from somewhere near where I live into a vehicle so he can take it to where he lives. He's been offered this very nice Lazy Susan object that a local woodworker has made and is no longer necessary for some other purpose. I want to just see it because his woodwork is usually very good. He's one of those guys who just, like, makes a gazebo because he feels like making a gazebo. Weird guy. Weird guy. Is it your mom? Which of the following animals is the heaviest? Okay, what I've learned... I do want this, but I do need a duck. Oh good, I can jump on those. The level just constructs as we go. Up and out! What's up, Suckerfriendo? How you doing? It gives your cart wings! Inexplicable Gradius section. And the music's speeding up. Oh no, I got hit. Oh, I got hit twice. I was too excited about the Gradius. Anyway. Red Bull. Yep, it does. It's what it does. Actually, the Red Bull people were out in force at PAX this year. They had a, like, entire section outside roped off for themselves, which was cool. Which was nice, because if you're going between the two venues, you could just grab a Red Bull or two if you wanted. Which is nice, because you're not paying for them. And inside the venue, I don't remember if they have Red Bull. No, they don't have Red Bull. They have something else that I was like, I'm not a big Monster person. Monster energy drinks do not work for me. I'll drink Full Throttle, but Monster, eh. Alright, I've been hit once. So I gotta be careful. Yeah, Free Rebel's great. They also had, like, Tetris set up. Like, they had their own, like, Tetris thing. And they'd give you a little freebie badge, pin. Because pins are a big deal at PAX. Like, people will set up and have, like, all their pins available for trading and stuff. Like, people are pin crazy at PAX. Not really sure why. Used to be you get a lot of them free by going to, you know, various booths and doing a demo or whatever. But now they're largely an expensive thing that some people do. This level's really cool. Oh no. Oh no. For Celsius and or Alani? Huh. I think I've heard of Celsius. In both cheer and marching band. Kind of, it's a yeah. That's a lot of work. Just good boo rings. Oh, those were cool. I'm not complaining about the boo rings. I'm just like, oh no, I'm not going to get through this. And I didn't. So, whoops. Where's my brain? I was going to say something important. Anyway, Tetris. There was a really good Ramek Races level. I want to say by the hacker formerly known as Fedora Friday. Where instead of doing the level, you could instead do Corn Dilly, and that would count as a win. And I think Louis might have gone and done it just out of spite. Which I think was funny. I probably should play that level. I think it was actually reasonable at my, like, skill level. I might have played it when it happened. I had Gino as a playable character. Why do I not have Gino on my list? Because I think that was pre-32x32 patch. Huh. I'll ask Friday where that came from. At some point, when I see him. I panicked. I panicked too many times. Doesn't have any group feelings, so they just try to fill it with pins? Is this part of your, like, rehabilitation, Fries? Because that sounds awful. Okay. Anyway, it'd be nice to get an earlier start tomorrow. I've been waking up a bit too late. Also, I needed to actually make breakfast, because I had all these eggs left over for my CFP. We needed eggs for a bunch of stuff, so we got a Costco amount of eggs. And so I still had like 4 left, and so I made eggs in a basket, which was nice. I had the skillet on a little bit too hot, but it turned out okay. And I made my grilled cheese sandwiches, so now I'm almost out of bread, which is what I'm kind of aiming for. Also, it means I've eaten a lot of grilled cheese and tomato soup recently. I am ready for something else tomorrow. I might get like a burger or something. Or a salad. Might be good for me to get a salad. I don't know. I'll decide when I get there. It's supposed to be a nice day, so I might like take a walk. Go downtown. I've been meaning to play a little bit of Venom before it becomes a problem. Dang it. I don't know where my hitbox is. I really don't know where my hitbox is. On that note, you got 2 pins in your foot from when you broke it. It turned 90 degrees and was dangling, so I had to adjust it and put it together. Ugh. Made a lot of French toast. French toast would have been smart, but I bought sourdough. And I don't think sourdough and French toast as concepts go together well. As like eggs in a basket, I like made eggs in a basket and then put a little bit of hot sauce on. But I was actually just staring at the bread for an interminable amount of time, being like, I don't want a weird shaped loaf. I want something I can use for these 2 things. What do I buy? Nuts. I'll just get some white sourdough. Not really what I wanted. Prefer something with a little more grain to it. Like, I'm not a complete health nut, but white bread effectively has no nutritional value. Like, doesn't even really have any fiber, just pure carbs. And carbs are nice and all, but like, that's not really what I'm aiming for when I'm having a piece of bread. Sourdough? Yeah. Sourdough's delicious, though. I love sourdough, but it's not exactly what I wanted. I also have some jam my dad sent me that I should eat. And I'm not putting that on sourdough. That just doesn't make any sense. He's the one who... I actually was looking through old pictures, so I was trying to find a specific name of an artist to answer Mark DV's comments on YouTube. Because I said his level felt like Outsider Kaizo, and I kind of stand by it. Nuts. Though he seemed red, I don't think he liked that determination. Like, I do say some people make Outsider Kaizo. I would say that, like, Howaluta's stuff is very Outsider Kaizo. It's weird setups you wouldn't expect. Because most of the time, if I were to pick a Kaizo hack off of smwcentral, there are certain things I would expect to do in any given one. I'm going to do controlled jumps using regrabs. I'm going to do a shell jump, most likely, at some point in it. And there was none of that in Mark's level. Mark's level had some tricky jumping, don't get me wrong, but there was nothing in it that was really quite as Kaizo-y as I'd expected, minus a few, like, chuck jumps. I don't know, it's weird. Oh, I thought I was further in the level. And Howaluta's style is also really weird. It is interesting frequently, but it's definitely not what people expect when you boot up a Kaizo hack. And part of it is I think that there's been sort of a... I don't want to say laming, but like a more standardization as to what people expect out of Kaizo hacks, to some extent. Like, even if you take a hack that's honestly somewhat outlandish, like, say, Masterpiece, you're still going to fit an awful lot of these tropes into it, an awful lot of these techniques and things you're going to need to do. Or any of Maddie's hacks, to be honest. But it's also OLDC, so, like, your options for Kaizo are pretty restricted. But in a way, I also think that, like, the OG Kaizo trilogy would be considered an awful lot less Kaizo these days than what we normally associate with Kaizo, just again, because it was the progenitor of the category. It's not really what anyone expects nowadays. Breads are low no nutrients, you require fortification if it offers from manufacturers, and the bake can be counterproductive. It's true. It's got some macros, that's basically all you can say for it. It probably has some extra folic acid and whatnot. But, like, it's bread. Like I said, I prefer to get bread that's got a bit more heft. Give me some actual grains. Not gonna go like full Ezekiel bread. Ezekiel bread is one of those like, I'm glad I don't have to eat that stuff anymore. For the longest time, that was the only wheat-free bread that was available and people would eat. Don't know how to do that part. Gonna work on some wood and linseed oil. All right, good luck. But yeah, I don't eat a lot of just straight up, here's some bread. Like, sandwiches are nice and all. Like, I've been trying to at least, like, eat in a bit more recently because I've been sick. And it's good for me, and it's good for my wallet, and it's good for my waistline. Because you just eat less when you're not eating out, and especially, like, not drinking beer. I considered having a beer today, and I didn't. In fact, in the last 2 weeks, I've only really had approximately 1 drink. Which is good, because the week preceding that, I had far too much drink. But I digress. Was at D&D and C was like, "Hey, I've only got like 4 beers. If I opened a bottle of wine, would anybody have some?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll have a bit." And like there were 4 of us having wine, and the bottle wasn't even finished, so I don't think I even had a full glass's worth. And then at the end, he's like, "Does anybody want a Manhattan? Because I'm just gonna make a Manhattan right now." And I'm like, "Yeah, I would, but I drove here, so no, I don't think I need a Manhattan." It was okay. It was very spirit forward. And it was Bullet. I could tell it was Bullet. Bullet rye is a very distinctive rye. It's not a bad rye, but it's a very distinctive rye. There we go. I got that can hit one for once. Okay, I think it's where my wheels are. Okay, that's why I'm confused. Okay, maybe not. Bullet's your fave? I mean, as far as ryes go, it's fine, but it's not. It doesn't excite me. I've had enough Bullet in my life. As a mix in whiskey, fine, whatever. But like, let's see, what have I really... It's been a long time since I've made a drink at home. There was a while when my drink of choice was I'd make some old fashions, and I had some Four Roses bourbon for that worked really well. But of course, it wasn't really a traditional old fashioned. It was like a Canadian old fashioned. My sister had turned me on to the idea of using maple syrup instead of a simple syrup or a sugar cube. Because, twofold. One, maple syrup doesn't really go bad. So, like, I have a jug of it, and it's fine. And... Where's my brain about this? Whereas simple syrup does go bad. And I don't really keep sugar cube around, or sugar... Because muddling it's kind of annoying, whereas I can just stir it if it's, you know... maple syrup. And maple syrup can add some nice flavor. But I haven't made one in a while. There was a while I was making these Westland ones that were really good. I have the recipe on the fridge, but like I need some things I can't get anymore, unfortunately. They don't sell as much of their peated whiskey as they used to. Because they used to have it like as something you could just buy at the store. And now they don't, which sucks. Because of their like 3 standard things, their peated was the best one. Like, the flagship was good. The sherried was okay, but the peated was actually great. They're doing a release event soonish. I'm debating whether or not I want to go to it. Okay, whatever. Oh no! Whew. Yeah, I was one thing away from the ending, as per usual. 28. That's not bad. Yeah, that's a fun level. A little bit frustrating to figure out where my hitbox was. I think that's really my only problem with that level is I didn't know where my hitbox was. And when you're playing a shoot-'em-up Gradius type thing, it's really hard. I just realized that that's a friggin' minecart, and that's amazing. That took me way too long.